Thanksgiving is now just a few hours away. Before we eat turkey and stuffing and all the fixings, there were high school hoops to feast on this evening. To Orion we go, Mercer County battling Erie Prophetstown in the turkey tourney. Third quarter close game, Owen Relander spinning and scoring inside. Mercer County within 5. Erie Prophetstown answers right back. On the break, it's Connor Sibley going right to the rim, laying it up and in. Panthers up 32-23. The Golden Eagles continue to battle Relander again, this time with the rebound and the putback. Mercer County hanging tough. The Panthers just too much. Caleb Nafsker spots up, drills the 3. Erie Prophetstown goes on to win this one by 9. Game 2, the host Chargers taking on A-Town. Orion with a nice start off the opening tip. Home team gets it. They go to work on the offensive end, get it right inside to Luke Johnson, who scores off the window. Chargers with a quick lead early on. A-Town answers right back. Easton Schisler going right to the rim, laying it up and in. We're tied in the first quarter. Then it's Schisler again. Opposite side, left hand, same results. Tornadoes grab their first lead. This one close throughout in transition. It's Alex Edwards, I should say, finding Trey Erdman for the lay-in. That would tie things up. This one goes down to the wire. Orion wins it 51-49. The Iowa State basketball team off to a perfect 4-0 start to the season, but tonight figured to be their first true tough test of the year. Iowa State battling Xavier at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Cyclones out to a great start in this one. George Condit catching and scoring inside. Then in transition, check out the passing. Gabe Kalsher will lay it up and in. It's a 10-3 start for the Clones. Xavier would answer with a familiar face. Jack Nungy catching and scoring with the dunk off the lob. The former Hawkeye had 24 points on 9 of 11 shooting. The Cyclones kept that lead thanks to Isaiah Brockington. Here he drills the 3. Later in the second half, the lefty with 3 more of his game-high 27. Iowa State gets their first victory over a ranked opponent in nearly 2 years, 82-70. It hasn't been the season that Iowa State players or fans expected in Ames for the football team. But this Saturday, the Cyclones will send a special group of seniors out in style. Iowa State will host TCU on Senior Day at Jack Trice Stadium on Friday. It's a special group of seniors that help put Iowa State football on the map. The senior class leaves as the most successful in program history. It's a legacy that no one can take away.
Iowa State hasn't sustained success ever in football. Right, I mean, what has happened over the last 5 years is never happened in the history of this school. So I think what they're showing is it's capable. What they're showing is, man, you got a guy like Randy's asking a great question about Brees, Charlie. You're asking some of the best players, have they ever had the best player at their position in college? No. So what they're showing is all these things are real. These things can happen.
When Campbell was telling me all that kind of stuff, you know, as a recruit, I was like, yeah, I'm all about that. I want to go do that. I know that I have the ability to, you know, go and help a program out. And I know that if my head coach has that kind of vision and passion, then we'll be just fine. And so when he was telling me that, I was like, I'm all in, let's do it. And so ever since that moment, it's been, you know, all about Iowa State and building this program.
The Cyclones and TCU take center stage at Jack Trice Stadium on Friday at 3:30. The Cyclones currently 15-point home favorites. High school football season is officially over in the WQAD viewing area. 2021 was a chance to get back to normal, and boy, did we have a lot of fun. Everyone with plenty to be thankful for this season and plenty to be proud of. It's becoming a Thanksgiving Day tradition here at WQAD. A special edition of The Score will come your way tomorrow at 6:30. We'll look back at the best teams, best players, best games from the fall with the help of our local experts. Here's a sneak peek at what you can expect.
I would probably go Pleasant Valley. You look at what Pleasant Valley did this year. They started out 1-2. They lose their starting quarterback to injury, and it's kind of like, well, what's going to happen here after having all these high expectations? But then they rally, come back with 6 straight regular season wins, win a playoff game, get to 8 wins, and ran into a really tough Valley team in the quarterfinals. But just the resiliency that group showed after a tough start to get 8 wins. I'll lean in that direction.
Greg, it's like lobbing you up a really easy softball right now, but your team of the year in the Western Big Six would be?
Yeah, I think I got to go Moline.
Yeah.
I don't know how you possibly go again. You know, there is no other option, I don't think, in our opinion. Just what they did on offense and what they did defensively was so impressive all year.
Plenty of opinions to get from Matt Koss, Greg Armstrong, Corey Kuffler, and myself. Tomorrow at 6:30 right here on WQAD. It was a lot of fun during the football season. A lot of people thinking, well, including Shelby for shooting football on Friday nights.
Probably the most important person.
But it was fun, and you got stuff off the grill afterwards.
That is true.
So you feed her,
if you ever
she's
saw
very-
highlights where they lost the ball, that was probably me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got the hang of it. She's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Good routine.